game's in the refrigerator. The door's closed, the light's out, the eggs are cooling, the butter's getting hard, and the jello's jiggling. Give me a faster beat.
Oh, this is my jam!
Why are you running? Why are you running?
No!
Have you ever been hit by a giant, genetically engineered gorilla?
Wrong, Winston. Doomfist should do his own dirty work.
You're not bad, but not good either.
Kill the music. I am the refrigerator.
Mei and Reaper have almost never been used in professional play in the Overwatch League era, and the reasons are relatively simple. Mei's large hitbox and difficult to use walls, and Reaper's lack of movement options leaving him vulnerable to stuns and one-shot heroes, meant that if the opposing team had a semi-competent sniper, these two characters were pretty much invalidated. However, over the past few weeks, the Mei-Reaper combo has been seeing an extraordinary amount of use in the Overwatch League, as well as in contenders, with many professional players referring to it as the second coming of GOATs. In this episode of Behind the Action, we will be looking at the basics of this composition, and how the Washington Justice used it to 4-0 the Vancouver Titans. With the 2-2-2 role-lock being implemented in the Overwatch League, teams that have been historically dominant at 3-3 or GOATs have begun experimenting with different compositions to maintain their performance. GOATs had revealed that a key, in fact probably the most important part of professional Overwatch, was point presence. Point presence is a team's ability to control a point of the map, especially a narrow one. And this doesn't necessarily have to be on the objective itself. Being able to control a corner or a choke point forces the enemy to play your game if they want to reach the objective. With this idea of point control in mind, it's time to take a look at the Mei-Reaper combo. Let's start by analyzing the strengths of this duo, and drawing parallels between Mei-Reaper and GOATs. The most obvious similarity is immense sustain. Mei's regenerative cryo freeze and Reaper's passive ability to regain health as he deals damage allow both characters to stay alive without a support needing to follow them around at all times. They also have strong escape options. Mei's cryo freeze allows her to become invulnerable until teammates can come to assist her, and Reaper's wraith form lets him slip away and escape if a fight is going downhill. Additionally, Mei and Reaper thrive in close quarters combat, similar to GOATs. Pair all of this with a support hero like Moira, and you have a team with extremely high sustain. But enough theory. Let's take a look at how the Washington Justice utilized this combo to pull off a 4-0 upset against the Vancouver Titans. Let's see what Washington is running. They're playing Orisa, D.Va, Mei, Reaper, Lucio, and Moira. We've already talked about Mei and Reaper, as well as Moira's ability to sustain her team. So let's take a look at some of the other characters. Orisa is extremely good at holding objectives due to her shield and fortify, while D.Va provides immense utility with her defense matrix. Lucio is good for moving the Reaper into position, as he needs to be very close to the enemy to be useful at all, and he has more survivability than Zenyatta, while still providing a good defensive ultimate. Washington's plan here is quite simple. They rush to the point, take position, and basically dare the Titans to come and fight in close quarters combat. If they do, Mei and Reaper will destroy them. It's pretty straightforward. The fight starts with Hureg finding Guido, but he is instantly shut down by Corey afterwards. This is another problem with using Doomfist. He might be able to get one pick, but he needs to go really deep to do it, and is extremely easy to kill afterwards. Washington then lose their main tank Janice, which in the 3-3 meta would basically end the fight, but not in 2-2-2. Stratus displays some extraordinary Mei wall usage to prevent Haxel from finishing him off, and survives long enough to actually use his Blizzard, securing the fight for the Justice. Notice how in both this fight, and the next, the Justice never have to leave the point. By exercising excellent point control, they force Vancouver to come to them, knowing full well that they have the upper hand in a close quarters brawl. By the time Vancouver finally flips the point, they have used up all 6 of their ultimates. On Washington's retake, they use Guido's Coalescence to cover their rush to the point, and to pressure Slime and Hawksaw in the skies so they don't take too much damage coming in. Vancouver barely offers any resistance as Washington flips the point almost for free.
Shield will prolong the inevitable, but eventually E also will fall. Overtime now, and there's no one close enough. Vancouver concede the first round. That's why Mei and Reaper is so prolific right now.
But that was Lighthouse, which is more suited to Mei Reaper as the point is covered, reducing the chance of being killed by a sniper or Pharah, and also only has a few narrow entrances which Mei and Reaper can efficiently cover. But how would this composition fare against Widowmaker or even double sniper? Vancouver attempted to run Orisa Hog Widow against Washington on Ruins, which is known for being a Widowmaker playground, but Washington still won the round 100-0. While Hureg did swap off Widow after just one fight, it's a testament to Washington to see how they forced that switch so quickly. First, we can see that Vancouver's halt hook combos were extremely unsuccessful due to Sansam on D.Va eating the halts. Next, we can look at Hureg. Justice are aware of how dangerous Widow can be as they move towards the objective, so they make sure to hide behind walls and prevent Hureg from getting a clear shot on them. Once they get close enough, Corey teleports to the high ground where Hureg tries to force him off. Reaper's Shadow Step was recently buffed, so he has a period of invincibility just after teleporting, so Corey is able to get away with this by Wraith forming his way out. By keeping Hureg occupied and diminishing his threat to the rest of their team, the Justice proceed to take position on the point, and Stratus walls Hureg off when he goes back to the high ground. With the Justice beginning to pressure Bumper at the same time, Hureg has no good options. He grapples over the wall to try and hit a shot, but finds nothing, and the wall is still blocking him when he comes back down. If he instead switches to playing behind Bumper's shield, Janice's shield is still blocking him from hitting anyone, and Guido's Coalescence will allow the Justice to move forward, putting Hureg in danger. We can also see the effect of Stratus's wall usage on the Titans. Anytime Hureg attempts to flank or Bumper tries to move forward with him, he gets cut off by a wall, forcing him to either take the long way around and be extremely isolated from the rest of the team, or get forced backward where Stratus's Blizzard or Corey's Death Blossom can clean house. It's important to note that this composition is only really useful on closed or narrow maps where there is very little open ground, such as the Control maps or King's Row. On other, more open maps, such as Hollywood or Volskaya Industries, we saw the Justice switch to Hanzo Mei, which still gives you substantial shield break while allowing you to control open areas as well. Still, Mei Reaper has proven to be an effective strategy against one of the best teams in the world, and we look forward to seeing what teams utilize it to find success in the coming weeks. Thanks for watching this episode of Behind the Action. Let us know if you think that Mei Reaper is the second coming of GOATs. Do you think another composition will come and blow this one out of the water? What do you want to see analyzed next? Let us know in the comments below.